Good morning, Cog Squad. Come on, girl, let's go. How y'all doing today? I hope y'all are having the best. Holly, what are you doing? Holly's over here digging a hole. We ain't digging holes today that I know of. No. But I hope y'all are having the best Christmas Eve ever, and Merry Christmas to y'all. And for the ones that did not catch the live stream, oh, look at Holly. She's not gonna do it now, she's on camera. Look at her hole. I'm gonna take Christmas off. Thursday would be the day that I record and I would post that video on Friday, but I'm gonna take Christmas off just to be with the family. And probably I'll try to video on Friday if I can, and then post that video on Saturday. If not, then y'all know I just took the whole day off, and you know, it's Christmas, and I'm sure 99.99999% of y'all completely understand. And Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. We're over here at the Coupe DeVille. I still gotta get my main man Clack and get my sign made, Coupe DeVille. I might get a couple of them. Anyways, over here by the Coupe DeVille, our plans are, so if y'all remember when we were working on the chicken coop last, the video before last, we got all of the roost installed, or the main roost. We may add some extras later down the road. So now we're kind of waiting on the nesting boxes. That's something that we can come back and add later. So what me and Brooke are really thinking is this. Let's go ahead and move the nesting boxes in here, and let's move the chickens inside the coop tonight. And we'll keep them locked up in here tonight and then open it back up in the mornings, and fingers crossed all that works out. Yeah. And I do think it is, though. I really do. I don't think there's going to be any issues, honestly. It's kind of the same setup. It's kind of the same thing. I don't think the chickens are going to have any issues with this at all. I really don't. They're going to come in here and sleep and say, man, this is nice. This is nice. Love it. So that is our plan today. Y'all know we got a ramp. We'll put the ramp on. We'll get all that situated. See how this door works. Make sure they can go in and out of it. We may also probably need to get a chain or some way I can keep this door open just in case. But yeah, we'll get it all figured out. Grab your cup of coffee, your popcorn, or maybe you made some swim biscuits this morning. Pull up a chair and let's go have some fun. And work, we're gonna work. But work is fun, you know, if you enjoy it. It's not that case all the time, that's for sure. The chickens see Brooke headed that way. Y'all see them wanting their little morning snack. Holly, you need a morning snack? Holly says she gets a morning snack. She gets a little bone every morning, don't you?
Walk like Loretta?
They walk like Loretta. Let me see it.
I need to get a food bowl hanging out of my mouth, don't I?
Oh, yeah.
Don't think she didn't take it over there.
Did she take off with it?
Her and Gus slept in separate areas last night.
That's unusual.
Well, I got kind of worried because last night he was in his normal spot and she was not. Well, I said, no worries, she's in the woods. So when I came up this morning, she was not in with him. I said, oh goodness, she's been falling asleep in the woods. I'm gonna have to go get her. Nowhere to be found walking around. She's in the next stall over.
Oh gosh.
She thought she couldn't hear him over there.
I guess
she couldn't.
And she's probably right. I see they waiting on you this morning.
They are.
Wanting that treat.
They are. Oh, look who's outside too.
Yeah, they've been coming out.
They're doing very good.
And they're eating out of the feeder.
I'm very excited.
And I've seen them drinking out of the water.
I mean.
Yeah, they're doing good.
I think we've passed that hump that we go over to get them used to being outside. But we are still going to build the room on the new one.
We are going to build the room on the new one.
Just, we don't have to be in a hurry for that.
No, you don't have any chick
season.
No, you don't have
You
any
never know when that could happen. But I'll always put them inside first.
Yeah, that's right.
I'll never start them out outside. Girls, are y'all ready?
They're going to have a big surprise today. We think. I
thought of something.
What'd you think of?
So we want to add 2 more nesting boxes. We don't have them yet. We really don't have to have them right now. I want to take those down.
Yeah.
I want to put them something in there just to have something.
We got it.
These out and spray them down.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's a good idea.
And that way they can be nice. They're not going to stay that way.
No.
This ain't Martha Stewart forever.
No, it's not.
Martha Stewart looks good, and I don't know how she does that.
Well, she's probably got 16 people working at her farm.
Well, it's not going to stay that way is what I'm getting.
Yeah.
Girl said stop talking.
Get them fixed up.
But I do want to get those nesting boxes cleaned out.
Yeah, I agree. Will you look and see what screws we got those nesting boxes in with?
They are Phillips.
Okay, good. Look out, girls. Let me get this. Y'all gotta get some new water. Look out. Look out, baby. There you go. I'm getting you cheese. Yes, sir. I'm gonna tell y'all what. I know I got Brooke over here, but you know, I'm gonna put the bracelet on anyways. Even though Brooke would tell me, Jason, go cut the water off. Look, I got the bracelet on. I'm not gonna forget, cheese. No, sir. All right, here we go. Here we go. Tonight, be in the doghouse or get in the doghouse today. So I'm out here looking around and kind of getting an idea what all we need to move and what all needs to go. And I told you I think we're going to place the new tractor over there. And then I saw this and I thought I may tell y'all about this or talk about this. Now this right here is their oyster shell feeder right here, okay? And we will add a little bit of grit to this too from time to time. But for the most part, our chickens are out here free ranging, and you guys know that we have a ton of rocks and stone and gravel. So there is plenty of grit that they can get naturally with no issues at all. Now, if you didn't have your chickens out on free range like this, or you didn't see sand or pebbles or little small rocks or anything like that, we just got ooh-hoodles of them here, so we're not really too much worried about that. But if you don't have any, your chickens will need some grit. And what grit is basically their teeth. So they have a gizzard, which is a muscle. They swallow the grit, rocks, pebbles, sand, whatnot, gets trapped in that gizzard, and that muscle will move like this. So when they eat like a whole piece of corn, because they don't have teeth in their beaks, they'll eat that whole piece of corn. It'll go down their throat, esophagus, go to that gizzard, and then it starts doing like this, and that grit, sand, and little tiny rocks and such will grind that up like you would if you were chewing it with teeth. So that is basically their teeth, and that way they're able to digest it. Now, oyster shells are totally different. Now I see people get confused with this, think they are the same, but they are not. So people think that oyster shells can work as grit, but it can't. It's two different things. We got a sister mad in there, goodness gracious. So what oyster shells do, which is right here, you can usually tell oyster shells because they will be white. Oyster shells give your chickens calcium. It's an extra calcium source. So mainly what we use it for, girl, you gonna take your dust bath? But mainly what it's used for is your eggshells. So if you want hard eggshells, you don't want eggshells soft or easily broken or whatnot, You always need calcium, and usually the cheapest and easiest way to add that to your chicken's diet is via oyster shells. Now, people see this, it's hard, it feels like a rock, it looks like a rock, it looks like grit, so therefore it's the same thing, but it is not. Oyster shells are for calcium only because they dissolve really quickly in the chicken's digestive system. So it goes through, dissolves, and passes quickly. So this right here is not the same hardness as a rock or gravel or sand or grit. This right here is going to be strictly for calcium. So if your chickens don't have free range areas where they can pick up stuff that can get up off the ground, such as rocks and sand and whatnot, always offer them both grit and oyster shells at free choice. Just get you a little, they make these. This is a actual grit or oyster shell feeder here, and you can get these anywhere. I think this one comes from Premier One, but you can find these anywhere at any type of chicken supply store online for the most part. And you don't have to have this fancy feeder. We have it because it's covered. We like the covered one, but any type of container, bowl, feeder, whatever will work. So I hope that makes sense to you, the difference between grit and oyster shells. Now I know there's gonna be some people out there that's gonna say, Jason, it is the same. You don't have to have both. And that I've always given my chickens oyster shells and I never had an issue. Well, they're getting grit from somewhere. They're getting some type of hard rock, sand from somewhere, because the oyster shells will dissolve quickly. We will get you guys fixed up. I think we'll be moving your new coop over here soon. I got to figure out how we're gonna get in here though, because this is kind of in the way. I just now realized that. We'll figure it out. Y'all just walked in the barn. And listen to this. Y'all may can hear it from here. Oh, the Gus bus. So I gotta know something. I got to know something. Any of y'all that own pigs or have ever owned pigs, have y'all had any that snore like Gus? Let me know in the comments below, cause I would love to know. Or is Gus the only snoring pig here in Alabama? I gotta know. Cause that really does pique my interest, because he is a snoring machine now. Hey, if you see Peaches, just give her a heads up if she sees any activity over there, that we are going to move that new chicken tractor over there today. The Coupe DeVille. Just let her know, okay? I like for her to be in the know around here. Appreciate you, girl. All right, Holly, let's go look for some nesting boxes, and we're gonna try to tow the coop with the tractor. And we got a trailer ball that goes on the bucket, and it's disappeared. So I need to get your peepers out on it. We gotta find it, Holly. We gotta find it. Hey, Pinky! Pinky, I'm looking for a trailer hitch attachment for the tractor and some nesting boxes. I think I know where the nesting boxes are, but I really need to find that trailer hitch attachment. Yeah. You seen them? You seen them, baby? You seen them, Pink Pink? All right, so I've looked all around the barn. This is where I thought it might be, over here where we keep our implements. I thought I may have set it off over. I've looked all over there. I've looked under our lean-to over here. It's not here. I did find the nesting box, so we'll get the nesting box out. But I'm still hunting for that piece. And it might be over there. Sometimes, well, I used to keep it over there in the pasture that the chickens are in. Brooke claims she looked over there and didn't see it, but I'm going to double check as well. We hadn't used that in a while because we ended up getting that attachment that the hay spear goes on, and it has a built-in receiver hitch in it, and which we can use. We just have to take all the spears off the hay spear to use it. And it's not the end of the world by all means, but this is where it used to hang out, like over in here. I do not see it at all. You know how you looking for something and you can't find it, and it's just starting to drive you a little bit nuts? That's me right now. I don't want to stop looking for it, and I know I need to. All right, y'all, one more. I'm gonna look one more time in the barn here and see if we see it over here somewhere. By the way, he's still snoring. Well, so far, I haven't found it. I've looked everywhere. The barn, around the barn, the old barn, the new barn, around the pasture, all the side-by-sides, the garage, around the house. No more wasting time on looking for it. We gotta get going. So I got to find, well, let's go take them spears off the hay spear and plan B. And just do it this way. We will find that piece though, it'll show up. And this ain't that hard at all. At all. All right, now, this is a pretty cool attachment right here. I mean, this is what our forks go on for our forklift right here. The hay spear, and of course, we can pull a trailer with it. Also, we're hoping, and we got a lot of feedback from you, and that is this. With this setup right here, pulling the coupe de ville with the tractor like this on the front of the tractor, we should be able to control it a lot better because that front axle turns on the coupe de ville, if you guys remember. So backing up is a lot harder than you're used to, because when you back a trailer up, you go the opposite direction that you want to go, and it's like riding a bicycle. Once you learn how to do it, you know, it's easy. But going the opposite way and this, that, and the under with that, you have to rewire yourself. So it's really, really hard. And if a lot of y'all know what I'm talking about, that's tried to do that with that type of trailer. That's why I was so happy to see that some farmer had the same idea as I did. And that is, if you want to lock that front axle, you can by putting a pin in it. And I got to get me a pin. I think I got one. But we can lock that front axle and it will back up. We can back it up like a normal trailer. But a lot of feedback from you was that we should be able to control it if we use the tractor and use the front of the tractor like we're going to do. And we should be able to control it a lot better. So we're going to give that a shot. I will grab a pin just in case we have any issues. And let's see if we can't get the coupe de ville rolling. Hey, you ready? You ready to go give it a whirl? You ready to go give it a whirl? Let's go get it moved. Come on, let's go get it moved. Let's go get it moved. We got to get this on the tractor first, though. You got the fence off?
Uh-uh.
And girls are like, what y'all bringing us? Look out, ladies. Oh, goodness. There's two of y'all in here. I need y'all to get out.
I need 2 eggs.
I got one.
Put it in that other side.
Okay. I know y'all not gonna be happy with me, but y'all need to come out, okay? Let's
Put
go.
them in the other side.
Let's go. I think it's okay. You got your egg?
It's in that other box.
Girl, checking it out right off the bat, aren't you, girl?
I'm gonna go get some straw, I reckon.
Straw or some shavings.
She said this is not, it doesn't have a curtain on it or anything.
They gonna see us do our business in here, lay eggs in?
What kind of stuff is this?
We need to be private.
Uh-oh. Oh, this one don't have curtains on it either.
None of these got curtains on it, y'all. Look at her. I don't know about this.
Oh,
I don't know about this. Y'all, they ain't got curtains on them. I like taking a shower out of shower curtain in the girl. So what we're going to do, because there's no way we can make this turn, I talked about it earlier in the video, make this turn to get in here. I'm just going to move the fence up, this electric netting. That way it will give us room, I hope. And I was thinking the ground might be fairly soft because we've had a good bit of rain this month, but it's pretty dry. Our ground is just like a huge sponge. I can tell when I pull it up if it's gonna be tough or not.
it ain't gonna be tough.
I hope not. I really do.
We're gonna have to put our gate in our new thing.
We're gonna do what?
Put the gate in our new thing.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it right now.
I'm saying I'm gonna leave it out.
Okay. We're not worried about it being perfect right now. We just want to contain them while we get the coop moved over here. All right, got y'all temporarily fixed up here. Cheese that little home here.
Hey, what they doing to us? I think he's happy.
Oh, he is definitely happy. He loves his spot over here, I can tell y'all. He loves it. He's the king.
He's the king. He has no competition.
Zero competition.
Ryan said, "You got this, buddy."
Don't have to worry about fighting other geese. Yeah, he's fine. All right, you ready to move the coupe de ville?
Yeah, we got to get this T-post up too.
That's gonna take the puller.
I don't think so. Look at it.
You don't think? All right, we'll see.
Jason, you forget how strong you are.
No, Brooke, that's gonna be in there. I will say this.
I see the top of it.
I don't have the trifectus anymore. I got the bifectus.
That's good.
Yeah, we dropped one.
We're all moving on up.
Yeah. Shoulder's a little sore and my elbow's still tender, so we got the bifectus. Oh, I like to drop that. Glad I didn't. All right, let's see, because it was really hard when we put this in here. Yeah, you're right. I got it right on up.
I told you you were strong.
Sometimes I forget my strength, Brooke.
I know. I have to remind you. I'm like dealing with Hulk Hogan.
Them 26-inch pythons.
That's right. He wears that shirt to cover him up.
Oh, goodness. I will meet you over there. How about that?
That'll work.
And I got a car wash brush if you want to use it.
I don't know.
I got a big brush, too. I got a big scrub brush. That'd probably be best. Oh.
Yeah, put things down.
Oh, I thought we was on Bobby C.
You can get me one that's got automatic things.
I thought we were on Bobby C. Right, I'm gonna go grab this scrub brush and we can clean those nesting boxes up. Oh, you're going that way. Oh.
I'm just worried about how we're gonna get it in there.
You can come all the way around with it. We'll figure out once we get over there. Yeah, that thing's on there, bro. Yeah, there it goes.
You ready?
Yeah.
Should I pick up on it some?
Yeah.
I can't see how high.
That's good. That's pretty good right there. But man, that axle makes it easy. I can move the fence if I need to. Don't worry about the fence. Once we get it in here, we're gonna be okay. If you'd have saw the look on her face, she did not think he was going to go. Which is unlike Brooke, I can tell y'all. She thinks it, you know, always works. You like it? You was a little nervous, wasn't you? You didn't think it was going to work.
I didn't.
Which is not like you. All right, we'll go swap that out for the bucket.
Right.
And then we'll get the fence over here and we'll start putting the fence up.
Yeah, and we may could bring the nesting boxes.
Yep, I agree. Y'all have no idea how easy that was. No jacks, no blocks, no... This is gonna change everything on the farm when it comes to our chickens and eggs. Everything.
I set that on right there.
I think so. We may have to face it this way, maybe? Turn it this way.
I don't know.
It's like playing Tetris. Did it get you?
I'm not good at Tetris.
You say I'm pretty good at it.
I'm not.
That should work.
Yeah, it will. Let's go in the right way then.
Okay.
Don't you agree? Yeah. I bet you didn't bring your drill.
That's okay. I got it in the side by side. You got it center. That'll work. That'll work.
Yay!
Let me go grab the drill. Oh, hang on.
Is it not gonna work?
It's not because of this.
It's gotta come over.
I gotta go over. We gotta go get a piece of blocking. Well, y'all, this is of course taking 3 times longer than we anticipated. The nesting boxes don't line up, so we're cutting some blocking and get those in there. It's getting close to 4 o'clock, which means we will be feeding everybody pretty soon, and we still don't have the fence up. Come on, Holly. I don't know if we're gonna be able to put the chickens over there this evening or not, because I still got to edit this video. So let's just see. If we don't, then we'll see that in the next video, won't we, Holly? We'll just see how far we get. They want to show y'all I mean, they have been staring at this new coop the entire time we've been out here fiddling with it. Not all of them, but a lot of them, including Chief Cheese right there. You know what I noticed?
What?
And give it about 5 minutes and come out here and peek and look at them chickens.
Give it 5 minutes.
Yeah, about half of them are over in that corner, including Cheese, staring at this coop.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
I really need you to come to meters to hair if you got any. Because I'm kind of in the crack. There you go. How's that?
Oh, that's good.
And this 2x4 is kind of back.
Yep.
Is that okay?
Mm-hmm. There we go. What do you think?
I think I'm going to get in and see how good it lays.
You gonna get in it?
Mm-hmm.
You gonna lay an egg?
Does that look taller to you? I know when I record. Nope, it's the same.
It's the same?
Yeah. Because
You
when I
want to
record.
measure? You said 18 inches, didn't you?
Well, I know it's 18 inches. I'm just saying it seems like it's taller than where they used to be.
So ideal height is supposed to be 18 to 24 inches.
From the floor.
And it's 24. It's 18 at the bottom, but this is 24 up here.
Well, it said to measure from the bottom of the nesting box, which I did.
Let's see here. Let me double check. You might be right. Let me double check. Let me put it right here. All right, so yeah, that is 18, but
So
it does go up another
But it says to measure from the bottom of the nesting box.
2.5 inches. So it's about 20
What is it to the perch?
2 foot.
What do you think?
It is higher.
It is higher.
It's higher. I say we need to drop it probably 3 inches.
Here we go, taking longer.
This won't be but the second time we've taken it all down.
You got it?
Yeah.
It won't be but the second time.
Right there.
I can't see the mark.
You okay?
Uh-huh. Is that good?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's better, ain't it?
Yeah. Yes. That's good.
And again, y'all should be able to see the difference in size because those 2 nesting boxes is all we could fit in the other coop.
Yep.
That was it.
Without hitting the room.
Without hitting, yeah, that was it. And you can see how much more length we got. That's
and
crazy.
then they started at almost the front.
Yep.
They're going to like it.
They're gonna like it. You know, they might get lost in here.
You reckon?
You know, like if you go in like a big hotel or something and you kind of get lost in something like that. All right, next up is putting the fence up. And that will be, y'all know how that goes. All right, y'all, so it is getting late. We're getting close to our second feeding time. We still got to build something for the ramp to go up. We still got to move the feeders. We still got to move the waters. We still got to move the dust bathing spot. So I think we're gonna call it a day today. And then next time we'll get all that done and move the chickens. How about that?
I think that this took a lot longer than you or I anticipated.
It did take a lot longer than we anticipated.
And I just don't, I want everything to be right.
I don't want to hastily move them over here and then spend, another day like this, building this ramp, we're going to put a chain on this door so it can stay open. Just stuff like that. That we could go ahead and get that knocked out and then move them over.
Well, we got a lot accomplished. I mean, just think, this morning this coop wasn't even over here.
No.
Nesting boxes weren't in here.
Nope.
As long as they lay in those boxes. Matter of fact, let's go look. Let's go look and see if we have any eggs.
See if we got any eggs.
Oh, I gotta get their straw in those boxes
Some straw
too.
or shavings, one of the two. Just gonna be for a day or two, so we'll just have to
Make do.
make hay.
Literally. We're not using hay though.
Not gonna use hay. All right, so yeah.
The reason we're not using hay is because it harbors mites.
Yeah, and it absorbs moisture.
So
More so than pine shavings or straw. And never use cedar shavings. Never. Because that will affect the chicken's respiratory system. So that could really mess them up too. So never use cedar. Straw or pine shavings.
Do you want to put our charger back where we had it?
Yeah, we can.
Until we move it
I got
over
the
here?
post driver. We can put the charger back up.
And I got the tractor, so we could just stick it in the ground. And
All right, let's go check for
I don't know how we thought we were going to do all that anyway.
we dream big, bro. We dream big.
Holly does too. Holly says she dreams real big.
All right, Holly, you go put the charger up. Me and Brooke are gonna go look for some eggs. Okay?
All right. Well, I'm coming in here to put some straw in the nesting boxes, and voila, there's a girl in the box. Are you laying an egg? Is that what you're doing? Well, we're gonna have to find out here directly, because I need to put some straw that I have in this bucket up under you. All right, girl, hang tight.
Any eggs?
Yeah.
You got a peeker.
Her?
Yeah.
She's just testing, I think. I don't think she...
Anything in there? It sounded like something in it.
Yeah.
No egg?
It's that egg that I put in here.
Oh, goodness.
No! Look!
Ha ha!
That is not hers, but this is what a roll-out nesting box.
Yeah.
See that?
Yeah.
See that dirtiness?
Yeah. Yeah.
That came out of the other one.
That one's clean, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I don't think she laid that one.
Somebody did, though.
Somebody did. So it's obvious that they're not going to lay on the ground.
No.
Right?
Right. They're going to lay in the nesting
Hold
box.
these for me.
I will. They're going to lay in the
I brought
nesting
enough straw. I don't need as much as I put in there, I don't think. That didn't even take any adjusting, did it?
No. Yeah. Them girls will lay anywhere.
They will, won't they?
I think they'll lay anywhere. Done.
Done.
Straw in there. Tomorrow, you can come out here and want this more eggs we ever had.
What if?
I'm just kidding.
Wouldn't that be something, though?
I'll tell you, since we switched over to it's like a single box. There's no dividers in it. It's so much better because you'll have 3 hens and one trying to lay in that one.
That's right.
They're just fighting over it.
It just, it's best without dividers.
I don't like the dividers.
In our experience.
Yep. Well, Cheese, we didn't get quite as far, but, you know, we did get a lot done, though. We did get a lot done, and I appreciate your patience. We're going to give us another couple of days here, and we're going to have everybody moved over, brother. And I certainly appreciate your patience and taking care of the girls. You and Ryan, y'all do a fabulous job. And I appreciate y'all helping us today, getting the chicken coop ready, the egg mobile, or the coupe de ville, I should say, getting it ready, helping us getting it moved over here. Everything's set up just about. Won't be much longer. Hope y'all have the best Christmas ever. Remember, I may take a day off, or the next video might be a little later. But y'all have a great Christmas. Catch you guys on the next one. And I thought Cheese was gonna come back here. Tell him, Cheese. Y'all be good.